Besides being a historically rich little town, SKALHOLT is an archaeological excavation treasure trove, which is super interesting to me. SKALHOLT Iceland is located in South Iceland. It's a site of historical significance that actually was one of the most important regions in Iceland for over 8 centuries. The settlement dates back to 1000 AD and is a religious significant area for the history of religion in Iceland as a whole. The history of religion here is one of some grievous events that led to a historical brilliance here. In the olden days, Skalholt was a lovely cathedral, a bishop's office, a school, extensive farming surrounding this little settlement for the citizens. It also had a monastery before Catholicism came to an end in 1550 in a rough way. The King of Iceland pushed the Lutheran Reformation, and some people wanted to maintain their roots. This didn't set well with the king and the Reformation supporters, and they executed the last Catholic bishop and his 2 sons just for good measures. These were the disruptive days of fighting amongst the Lutheran Reformation. Deny supporting the Reformation, put to death. Eventually, Catholicism soon took on a more specific form of religion, the Church of Iceland. The Church of Iceland remains a mainstay of the area and a key educational center for the church in all of Iceland. It's become very popular for visitors to come and see the origins of religion and religious spirituality in Iceland. So that brings me some cool archaeological excavation talk. And before we discuss the archaeological excavations, what key cultural event takes place each July in Skalholt? If you know, leave a comment below. And once again, we want to thank you for watching, and we hope that you'll subscribe, like our videos, comment, and share. These are important for our channel to continue to grow, share more content, and improve upon our videos. So we thank you for your support. We barely covered all the buildings that you may come across in modern Skalholt, because what you're going to see and find at this settlement is much more. Behind the cathedral, which attracts thousands of visitors each year, there lies an area of extensive excavation that took place in the 1950s. I was able to look at a map of this area and follow the trenches that take you to the various points where there was prior buildings in significant areas. You had the grand old cathedral. There was old schoolhouses, dormitories, monasteries, cottages, which were most likely turf houses for the farmers to live in. You had bishop's office and a bishop's center. During the excavation, they also found a sarcophagus with bones of Pál Jónsson. He was a prior Catholic bishop from long ago. And these are on display along with many other relics, including a vault with 2 other tombstones, artifacts of the original built church, ancient books, 8 church bells that date back to the Middle Ages. There is also a 13th century tunnel that leads to a cellar, and is believed to be a passage between the old school and the old cathedral. Many of the relics and artifacts that these excavations found lie in the local museum on the site, and also in the National Museum in Reykjavik, the capital. The standing cathedral today has remarkable architecture. The stained glass windows, which are striking as you walk slowly through the church, were gifts from the Danes. The current bell tower actually houses 5 of the 13 on-site bells. It measures some 100 foot in length and 165 foot high, making it one of the largest churches in the country. On our whirlwind tour of Iceland, this was one of the many stops, and I wish I had had more time to peruse about the area because I really missed out on some of the finer points in the history. I was only able to fully comprehend the massive amount of activity that really makes Skalholt significant. Nowadays, there are about 160 permanent souls that live year-round. Remember, it is quality and not quantity when it comes to these people, because Skalholt is known for the concerts that are held through the summer, mostly July, and they always include well-known musicians who are invited to perform classical music and choir recitals.
Picture the sights and the sounds and the light coming through the stained glass windows shining upon the exquisite woodwork, and listen to the sounds of summer. If you ever get an opportunity to visit Iceland, make it a point to stop by and see SKALHOlt. It's a historically rich, religious, and cultural marvel. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, share, comment, and help support our continued endeavors. Thank you very much.